this thing's been all over the place. So we're gonna wrap it up here with our final segment of this week. It's week 1. All right, it's a big week in the NFL world. But everybody that's going to be watching has a food that they love, and is there food that they love to eat during the game. So we have a little fun little segment we're going to do. I don't know if we'll do it. We'll do it every once in a while, probably more in the off season than the actual regular season. But because it's such a big special occasion this week, and I think this could be something very fun, we're going to do a snake draft of game day foods. We're going to go from youngest to oldest. It's a snake draft. So Nate will go first. Tyler will go second. Micah will pick third. I will pick last. Then when the second round rolls around, because there's 3 rounds, I will pick first. Micah will go. Tyler, then Nate. Then Nate has another pick in the third. Then Tyler, then Micah, and then I wrap it up with the final pick. Nate, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Nate, you are on the clock. What food is your number 1 pick?
With the first overall pick in the 2020-22 snack draft, the Nate Mendez's, I guess, select buffalo wings. Them things fire. There's no other pick you can pick first.
Strong pick for number 1. Strong pick, and you can't go wrong. I think everybody in this room is in agreement. Tyler is up with his second pick. You ain't got to do the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Shout out, Nate.
For the McWoes, we are picking chips and queso. It's such a staple.
With the second pick, though? Second overall.
Micah, you're up.
Okay. I have a much better one than that. Like that. Okay, no disrespect. No disrespect for the chips and dip.
Tyler, that was a bold second overall pick. There's a lot of food sitting there, bro. You had all the food in the world sitting there. You picked chips and queso? I respect you for it.
I eat what I eat, my boy.
Fact.
Like it's what I eat on game day. Chips and queso, homemade chips and queso.
But ain't nobody fighting for chips and queso. Like that's a 3rd round pick.
On the phone.
All right, Micah, your pick.
Okay. So my pick for the 2022 draft is pizza rolls. I'm a big pizza roll guy. Pop those in. I mean, you can snack on them the whole time. I love them.
All right, and because everybody, for whatever reason, outside of Nate, decided to pick something obscure. I mean, I like your pick, but like, how are you not going to go with like a Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza? Like, that's my first round pick because ain't nothing hit different than a Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza. You get a little pepperoni, little sauces on there. I mean, you're going to get massive heartburn if you eat more than 2 pieces. But a Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza is my pick there. And then my second pick is obviously, I mean, I'm going with Mountain Dew. Because you gotta have a drink to wash that pizza down because it is very heavy. So that being said, pizza and Mountain Dew, specifically stuffed crust Pizza Hut pizza. But those are my 2 picks.
Yes, clearly, Mountain Dew is the best thing to wash down something heavy with as much sugar in it as it does.
Gotta drink the 0 sugar. That's why.
Jeez. That's not. If Mountain Dew wants to sponsor us, by the way, very welcome.
That's the only free shout out I'm ever gonna give Mountain Dew on this show.
Okay, but I do have a question for that. So Mountain Dew, there's tons of flavors. I mean, you just said it was very wide. Mountain Dew. What would be your go-to?
The OG, obviously. Mountain Dew is now off the board. You can no longer pick any Mountain Dew flavors. That is the rules. I made them up just now.
No new Mountain Dew updates.
Micah, it would be your pick now.
Okay. For my second pick, we going with drinks or can we do anything?
Any food is on the board.
Okay. This is one staple that I grew up doing is nachos. I love making homemade nachos and doing that. That is my makes me feel at home. That's where I'm with that.
We'll count it. We'll count it, even though he did pick chips and queso.
That's totally different.
I will say that's different. Chips and queso are completely different. Like nachos, like cheese is already on the chips. That's nachos. Chips and queso, it's a dip. They're not already on the chips, unless you're a psycho.
That's fair. That's fair. What is your next pick, Tyler?
I choose ribs, barbecue ribs.
The fact that ribs slid that far,
Hey man,
and I didn't think of it.
I was thinking, I was like, since they all clown me for my first chips and queso pick. I was
Okay,
like,
your second pick is way better.
I'll pick up the big guns and ribs, barbecue ribs on my second choice. I believe it is on to you now, Nate.
I think we just gotta go with like an OG side. I'm gonna pick French fries. I'm not gonna let them slip too far. So French fries is my pick.
If it's fast food, what are your go-to?
Ooh. McDonald's, bro. McDonald's probably has the best fries in the game, in my humble opinion.
That's respectable.
Agreed.
I get another pick, right?
Yes, you go again.
Yeah, and then obviously, since we're already at McDonald's picking up their fries, we gotta get that spicy Sprite. McDonald's spicy Sprite. Last pick. Ain't nobody beating that.
I think that's a great all around, except for Jared, who is a Mountain Dew diehard till his heart stops. I will go with the beverage as well, just because you can't have ribs, chips and queso and not expect your throat to feel more clogged than the toilet after Taco Bell. And for my pick, I think is a very all around likable pick. And this will be Arnold Palmer.
Love it, but it's a game day snack. That's a golf day snack.
Fine. Half and half. Tea and lemonade.
No.
Arnold Palmer.
He's got a point because I buy Arnold Palmer's just for the round.
Exactly.
Like I don't buy that to watch football games.
Okay, that's fair.
That's just me.
It's too late. You picked it. You're stuck with it.
You're right. But
Solid draft, Nate and Tyler. I do like the picks. The rib pick that you got in the second round you should have done that in the first, but I mean, good value there in the second.
Solid pick. He selected Greg Oden second. Greg Oden was the second pick. Sorry, but it's chips and queso.
you're right. I should have thought. I thought I shot better.
Hey, we'll let it. He's all right. He made up for it. Right. Micah, you're up.
Okay. My third pick, because we're all going with drinks, and I think that this is probably good to round out my pick. It's mug root beer. Okay, that is solid, and I would get that any day for a game.
Solid pick, Micah. Solid pick.
I agree.
You guys,
very, very hard to go wrong with a mug root beer float.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't go wrong. You can do so many things with it.
Yeah, no, a root beer float is great, but cheeseburger sliders.
What are you talking about? That's better than better than your dip. That's better than the dip.
That wasn't negative.
Okay.
I made a hand gesture. I was just
your face.
Yeah, I was
very disappointed. That's the look I got.
I wasn't completely disappointed.
Right.
I was very surprised by the pick, to be completely fair. Was not expecting one of the best American finger sandwich meals ever created to be mentioned as the very last pick, so I was pleasantly surprised.
Oh wow, we went to full 4-guy layout. Shout out Tyler and the tech guy. This was a very different thing. None of us knew what to expect in this show. What a fantastic draft, boys. A round of applause real quick, boys. Great first episode. We stumbled through the gates the whole time, but it was fantastic. We hope every one of you that listened and watched enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. We will be better next week, I promise. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy week 1. And have a good cheeseburger slider, maybe a stuffed crust pizza. I mean, everybody's last choice for a food is definitely going to be queso and chips. But that's okay. You can enjoy it this weekend anyways. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. We will see you next week.